Back in effect, back in effect, back in effect. What is up, guys? I haven't made a video in well, I've been busy. Finals week, Thanksgiving, my sister, brother, parents. I've been studying for my biology. I took like 2 biology tests today. And my accounting homework. Take a look at it. Now that is long. These are the reasons why I haven't been on YouTube, man. But I've been commenting and watching other people's videos. They post some good stuff, man. In this week's Bleach. Bleach. Oh my god, this chapter. What to say about this chapter? First of all, watch these guys' videos. For Neverworld and James Hansen. Both these guys give awesome reviews. For Neverworld goes in great detail on things that I miss out on in Bleach. James is hilarious. Just deal with it. He's too funny, too strong. These are the guys that I go to when I'm watching my reviews. Well, and I rarely comment on either of their channels, only when I disagree with stuff or something hilarious about the video. But check out the reviews and see what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and check out my reviews, see what you agree with me, what I don't agree with, what I don't agree with, you don't agree with me. Well, so Mask D Masculine. There you go. He kicks ass. Shows you how strong he is, that he defeats 2 Bunkais. Well, not really defeats, that's too strong. He does beat up Kensei, but Rose's Bunkai, he just nullifies it where it doesn't work against him. What's good? I'm shocked. I don't know what to say. Because like, I thought he was a joke, Stern Ritter, in the beginning, but he beat 5 Shinigami. Beat 5 of them up. 3 lieutenants, 2 captains. I mean, by far he's beaten the most Shinigami, or the most seated Shinigami. Mask D Masculine, or the Beast. First off, when he breaks Kensei's arm, turn the page back like 2-3 times, and when you see Kensei on the floor, you see his arm broken, he's screaming, and he's like, oh man, can you feel that, dude? Because his arm is just, it's deformed, it's in it, it's not in the shape it's supposed to be in. Then Rose takes out James, which, thanks to Kensei making an opening. But one of the things that For Neverworld and James mentioned, and I said the exact same thing when I was reading it. Why do these captains, or anyone in general, have to explain their powers? Because Rose gets his ass kicked. But first I want to go on talking about Shikai and Bunkai. Because seeing Rose's Bunkai made no sense to me. It looked nothing like his Shikai. No extension to it at all. It was very weird, but then you could say again, look at, what's his name's? Byakuga's Shikai. He turns his Shikai, his sword into flowers. He cuts you with them. That's weird, right? So why is Rose's powers weird? Because it seems like, in my opinion, because it seems like those things that he calls his Bunkai are alive. But then what about Mayuri's Bunkai? It's alive. Yeah, but its main thing, it deals poison. Maybe I'm confused. I think I'm confused because I don't know what his Shikai actually does. If anyone knows, please tell me. Write it down in the comments below, or make a video response explaining in depth the Shikai of Rose. Kensei's Bunkai doesn't quite make sense either, because his Shikai is a smaller version of his Zanbato. He wears his Bunkai, wears his power. And watching Kensei come back, I was thinking, man, why don't these Shinigami, they don't use Flash Step, they don't use any Keto, like, they don't know anything? They don't know anything! Any Keto would have helped Kensei. Because he wears his power. Or, any captain using Keto is good. The only captains that I see using Keto is Byakuya. I can't even say his name right. Byakuya. Kuchiki! There it is! That's the only captain I ever see using Keto when he fights. I don't know what's it called, but the ability that what's his name? That's her name. Soy Fun can use would have made perfect sense for Kensei. In fact, Kensei's Bunkai is what Soy Fun's Bunkai should be. Soy Fun would have loved to have Kensei's Bunkai because she's a hand-to-hand combat specialist. Well, is I'm disappointed that Kensei lost because it didn't seem like he went all out. Doesn't use Keto, doesn't use Flash Step, dives head first into Mask. And he wonders why when Mask uses whatever equivalent to Flash Step that they have, catches him off guard. Kensei gets wrecked, and Mask is freaking strong, physically strong. So there goes Bunkai number 1. Rose releases Bunkai, then he goes on to explain what his power actually does. Then of course, being a Stern Raider, Mask is intelligent, blows out his own eardrums. Rose's Bunkai powers doesn't work. And this is the thing I don't understand. This is the thing that I wish Kubo would actually do, just to make the fight more interesting. Have people explain their abilities in their own mind, not verbally, and so the readers can know. I know you do this so that we can know, but have it so that they're just saying in their own minds, like they're taunting the enemy while explaining that this is what happens, this is what happens, this is what happens. Because I believe Mask would have had to use Bolston Dig to survive. I don't even know that would have helped against his Bunkai, because Rose's Bunkai seems overpowered if you don't know what it does. The same thing with Shinji. Same thing with Shinji. If he didn't explain his power, he'd be OP. Just explain it in your head. What happens next is that right after Mask blows out his eardrum, he fires beam. I don't know what kind of beam it was. I hope they explained the kind of beam it was through Rose. What I saw, it looked like he not only had a star in his chest, but he lost his arms. But I'm wrong, because as he falls to the floor, Mask sees that he's still alive. I see his arm moving. The thing that I also don't get is, why don't these captains use Flash Step and dodge shit? Like, well, okay, let's just say it's fast. You know? Let's say that laser beam was really fast and you got caught off guard. But isn't it instinct to move? He stood there like a deer seeing headlights. And you would think fighting Stern Ritter, after you see him beat the shit out of Kensei, you'd be using Flash Step all over the place. And it's not like they're fighting BG9, where BG9 reads and memorizes your movements and can predict where you're going to be. Felt sorry for Soifun for that. But it would have been a better fight if it appeared that they were trying. It would have been a more impressive fight overall, just to see him try and then lose. You know, if the goal is he's gonna lose, at least make it look like he put in 1000%. Because he barely moves, uses Bunkai, and then dude nullifies it by popping out his ears. And with such a first, let's go back to that. With such a huge weakness like that, having a Bunkai, you should never explain it. Ever. And you should only explain your Bunkai when it appears that it can't be defeated. Like Kensei can explain his Bunkai because he wears his powers. Ichigo can explain his Bunkai because he wears his power. His power isn't dependent on the user. Like what's his name? Aizen can explain his Bunkai because it's Aizen's Shikai is just overpowered. My bad, what I'm saying. Because you have to close your eyes when I see this dude's power, and he's over. Aizen's overpowered in the first place. So regardless of whether you see Shikai or not, he will still beat you. Matter of fact, don't explain powers in general. Keep the enemy guessing, because I want to bring this to another anime, Hunter x Hunter. They don't explain shit to the enemy, and the enemy finds out right there and then, and it seems realistic. That's how it should be in Bleach. Don't explain anything to the enemy. It makes the fight less impactful, and it makes the enemy seem more intelligent and strategic when they figure it out on their own. But how it ends off is pretty sweet, man. Renji comes in like a boss and saves Rose from Starbeam headshot. You can definitely tell Renji's more powerful. And I predict this right now, that Renji's going to defeat Master Masculine without even using his Bunkai. And Master Masculine is going to enter Bolston Dig and still lose. That's my prediction. Renji just seems overpowered, right? Not overpowered. Yeah, he does seem overpowered. He seems like he is far beyond a captain. In my prediction, this is a prediction, I think he's probably on the level of Aizen right now. So I'm excited for next week. I can't wait to see it. If you guys want to have a conversation, write down in the comments below. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Deuce.